7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fresh presents Que Bola, where we talk to various movers and hustlers who are popping off and succeeding in the 305 and at the same time influencing the culture. I'm your boy D Fig. Holla at your boy when you see me in the street. Ew! Yo, que ole mi gente. Hope everybody out there in the cyberspace having a great day, great night, great moment. Wherever you're at right now, I hope you're having a beautiful, joyful experience or headed to a great, joyful experience or just leaving a great, joyful experience. It's all about that connectivity and that community. It's all about that love, you know? With that being said, I want to thank you for listening to the Que Bola podcast. Numbers are growing. So, I mean, people are sharing, people are liking what they're listening to. In this episode, we sat down with myself and my boy Golden Flora. So me and my boy Golden Flora, we've teamed up and we've made a music band called Oro Fresco. Oro Fresco Music on IG, Oro Fresco on Spotify, Oro Fresco on SoundCloud. Yeah, in this episode, we just sat down and we decided to talk about our project, how we teamed up, what are we trying to achieve with this music project, and who we're reaching out to, and hopefully who we're engaging with. It was a dope talk, you know. We got to talk about a lot of the great things that brought us together, and we got to talk about the various ways that we're trying to move within the scene. Funny enough, Oro Fresco is all Latin music, so it's majority in Spanish. It's like 80% Spanish, 85% Spanish, which is really like a challenge for me because Spanish is my first language, but like I don't speak it every day. You know, I rather speak English like most other people here in the United States. At least in the United States, I don't know about in Miami. In Miami, you gotta force to speak that Spanish. But without further ado, let's get into it. Golden Floor and myself, Oro Fresco, listo.
The power of beer.
The power of beer. All right, so we're in another episode of the Que Bola podcast. Was Gucci Malucci? How's everybody out there doing? Hope everybody doing good, doing great, living their best life and enjoying this 2022, which is coming to an ending soon. We're already in Thanksgiving, bro.
Soon. Yeah, my God. It's going to get a little colder.
Yeah, it's gonna get. I was just in Atlanta for the Atlanta Georgia Tech game. A friend of mine was celebrating his bachelor party there as well, and we enjoyed it. It got cold. It was like 35 degrees.
Oh,
yeah, man, and it was windy, so it was like feeling like sheesh.
Yeah, bro.
And I bust out I have this leather jacket that I only get to use like once or twice a year because of that situation if I fly to a cold place.
That's hilarious. You can't wear that shit in Miami.
Oh, hell no.
That's hilarious, though. Like,
why would I wear that?
It's a Miami thing, and you're like, I cannot wear it here, bro.
Never.
Fuck that.
I mean, it would have to get into the 40s for me to bust that jacket out.
That's a perfect away game attire.
100%. That's all just away game. I have it stuffed underneath my bed.
For real, bro. Like a puff jacket?
Yeah.
Like, damn, you have a UN puff jacket, bro? You never use that shit, right?
Never. That's just for that one time.
You fan for life. Follow you around the country.
Bro, facts, bro. I love going around the country and watching the like fan base nationwide. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy as fuck.
I've heard.
Yeah, it's not composed of like too many Miami fans. It's very like the Miami fans are very much a minority. Like when you go to away games, the vast majority, I would say like at least 80 or 90% of the population, the people that make up that fan base is like nationwide. Like they drove from Indiana or from Ohio. I came from Michigan, or I've met people that are diehard Canes fans, like from Arkansas, like in road games. You know, it's crazy.
They came to like go to they went to school there and they went back home.
Maybe they went to school there, or maybe they just fell in love with the program in the 80s and 90s. When they were like killing it in 2000s, you know.
Oh, so they're just like, those people are winners.
Yeah, those are winners, and I resonated with them. Yo, in this episode, bro, I'm sorry I didn't even introduce you, dog.
It's all good.
We just started talking shit.
It's fine.
For the case. One time for the King. I was just so excited about that road win that we got. I hadn't gotten a road win in such a long time, honestly. In this episode is basically me, myself, and I, and my dog Golden Flora. Boom shakalaka. Us together, when we combine our powers together, we are Oro Fresco.
Power of a bucket of water.
Oro Fresco, bro. This is a special episode. This is a Oro Fresco episode where I will be basically just talking shit and interviewing Golden, which I've done already on the podcast once.
Yeah, that was like wow, a bit ago, like a year ago.
No, it was
No,
more
like
than a
3
year
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
A little before when you helped me out with the Isusta video.
Yeah, before that Isusto video. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Since then we've been like messing around with each other in terms of our like collaborative experiences through like music and visual arts and all of that. We've been like building a friendship and building like a duo that culminated with Oro Fresco.
Definitely
is-
a dynamic.
Yeah, basically that's where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying?
An easy dynamic too.
Easy dynamic, like we understand each other.
Yeah.
So in this episode, I just wanted to talk about like how we came together, your influences, my influences, because like music is something that has been a big part of my life. Like from talking to you so many times and like knowing you, I know music has been a big influence in your life.
100%. Yeah.
How did you like when you started making the music, right? Did you ever think you'd be here where you're making this type of music?
No. I mean, not entirely, because I like some aspects of the music for a long time, and only recently I've been getting into the more like light aspect of music, in the sense that not that it's like less serious, it's more like, it's a little hard to say, it's just more focused on fun, you know. Like I feel like my Golden Flora project is very trippy, and like it's about it's like borderline spiritual guidance kind of thing. Like it's but it has like some like a dirty rhythm here and there, and it's psychedelic. And with Oro Fresco, it has a little bit of psychedelia, but it's mostly like Latin pop. And I didn't think I was gonna do Latin pop like that.
Yeah.
But also like it had to be a thing that we had to get together to make that, because it's definitely a mix of styles for sure. I don't think I would have come up with those with anything like that on my own, honestly. And even with the tracks that I've come with, I presented that were already like semi done. Like it sounds completely different to the original idea. So
Yeah, I mean, dude, so I totally agree. When we originally started making music over a year ago now, we came together and we have so recently we've been working with a producer. Shout out Alan, my dog Alan. Alan Bickle.
Great remix of Pilas.
Yeah, he has a great remix of Pilas coming out in February. And Alan asked us to put some music together for him so he could understand what our influences are musically, right?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, put together a playlist for me, 10 songs, pick 10 songs, and I'll hear what you got, and I'll hear what you guys are, where you guys are coming from. Your 10 songs and my 10 songs are so
different.
So different.
And they're all like different within each other, and they're also different from our own stuff.
Yes. Yeah. It's okay, so that's so crazy, like how music works. You know what I'm saying? Like my influences were a lot of like earlier Latin, but you grew up in Venezuela, right?
Yeah, man. 10 years, and then I came back over there.
How come like you don't have that much like Spanish music influences?
Man, and honestly, I don't know. I feel like just take it from different like sources, you know. Like I feel like the main genre that people like, I'm not very into, you know. Like it's almost never my thing like that, which it's fine. It's definitely a tough thing. A lot of people like it, but I just feel like it can always be like changed up a little bit more. And compared to like all these other genres of Latin music that are just fun and like full, like salsa, merengue, and all that stuff. And even like Latin rock is like has its own vibe because it's from like Hispanic countries and because it's like Spanish speaking, you know?
I mean, that was one of the things that was like one of the guiding principles when we came together. We were like, dog, we definitely don't want to make reggaeton.
No, or anything that's like already there. Like why? Why are we gonna make stuff that's already there? It's already there. Like we can just make our own stuff.
We want to make something completely different. We want to make something that's fun, joyful,
Yeah.
and like just like a good time, good
Yeah.
time music.
Of course.
You know
It's
what I'm
like, damn,
saying?
you know what? I want to have fun. I'm gonna listen to Oro Fresco. Bam.
Bam.
That's
Like
what we are.
that's been our intention, and that's what when we originally came together, we were like, yo, that's what we want to do. It's crazy how, but like how our musical influences are so different. I have a lot of like early on, I did a lot of like hip hop. I had a lot of like salsa, merengue, bachata. I've listened to a lot of compa in my life, which is crazy, you know, and
Yeah.
that's because of growing up in Miami. I've had such a close relationship with Haitian people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, completely different upbringings, bro. I just had like merengue and salsa and stuff like that, like in the vicinity because like it would be played
But it's not
by
something that you seeked out.
by my family. I mean, like it depended on what it was. Like one of my first CDs ever was like a compilation of like a promotional CD of compilation of like merengue songs.
Yeah.
And my favorite one was like the Juan. I think it's Juan Luis Guerra's like Burbujas de
Yeah.
Amor. Bro, that's amazing.
No, Juan Luis Guerra is
Amazing.
yeah, he's on our playlist. he's on,
Yeah, and he's such an inspiration. Like everybody thought, like, oh, he went Christian. His stuff is not gonna be that crazy. Like that's it. It's gonna be whack.
Yeah.
And then he did Soldado,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, "Whoa, play it again!"
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man,
he crushed it. He always
crushed
crushes it. Yeah.
He always crushes it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, man, for real,
Yeah.
an insane inspiration because like, you're like, wow, new song, that's crazy, and then you hear his voice and like,
Yeah.
of course, this
Yeah.
man is reinventing himself again.
100%, bro. Yeah, Juan Luis Guerra is a big influence on both you and me.
For sure.
That's like a common influence that we have. So now we've been dropping music. We have what, 4 songs out now.
Yeah,
Soon to be 5.
yeah.
The next one is dropping November 22nd.
I would say, November 22nd is it's actually Electropulse. It's through Golden Flora.
Oh, Electropulse is dropping November 22nd.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
That's true. Electropulse, you've been working on that for a minute.
Yeah, I mean polishing mostly because there have been other stuff that has become a deadline.
Yeah.
And I wanted that one to be the first drop of the Aurora MIA record label, which that's gonna be the first drop. Yeah. And
So we linked
super
up through
exciting.
Strange Base.
Strange Space, like years ago, because you were going to the shows and Rene gave me a chance because I visited him one time while I was day drinking with my friend, going to Churchill's. And he was
Yeah.
playing like an empty room. Because it was Tuesday, like during the day, like it was like 7. It was like
Yeah.
7 p.m. Like he had the mask on the side, he didn't have it on because like, nobody's there and it's hot.
Yeah.
It was like a indie film playing in the background. And I was like, oh, I know this song. Oh, I know this song too. Oh wow, I know this song. And we're the only people there listening to his stuff. And then I was like, hey man, I know you some of the some of the songs that you're playing. They're pretty sick. And we were talking a little bit. He was telling me about like his label and what he does. No, he was telling me about what he does because I didn't know he was part of the label. I knew
Yeah.
about that later. And I was like, cool. I'm just starting out with music. Like,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, give me your information. I'm like,
When was
"Oh,
this?
awesome." Man, that was like in 2000 and I want to say 2019.
Shh. Okay. No, it has to be before that.
2018 maybe? I'm getting it wrong for sure.
Yeah, no, it has to be like 2017, 18.
Yeah, most probably. That later on, I got an email from Strange Space that like, oh, do you want to like play on a show? And I was like, my first show, a chance, Finally.
What show was that?
It was a man. Who was the one on the bill?
Where was it though?
At Churchill's.
At
for sure.
Churchill's.
Yeah.
Damn, rest in peace, Churchill's, bro.
Yeah, man, forever ago.
One time for
It
Churchill's.
was fun. I had a good time.
I mean, yeah. So you came in contact with Lanebot through Strange Base, and then I came into contact through Lanebot and Strange Base.
Yep.
And then we linked up through Strange Base, and that's how we formulated like our friendship and how we decided to launch Oro Fresco.
Yeah, it was like first the interview when you interviewed me, then like we were working on the music video, and then we started like I started coming over because you were doing like the streaming for these people,
Yeah.
like a little bit, and then we were like, oh, like I want to do this like tropical stuff, and I'm like, fire, I want to do just tropical stuff too.
Yeah.
That was another thing that was a bridge. Like we both like tropical stuff and like party music, kinda like just like stuff that you can move to. It's like yeah, same. Like some new booty shaking music, some new stuff that everybody would be like, yeah, I want to dance to this, but I never heard of this before. That's all. That was like the beginning of that idea, and then we started meeting up.
Yeah, and that's basically been like the guiding principle. Like
Yeah.
just make people want to dance to it and have fun.
Yeah, man. That's
Like-
why La Joda is exactly where we are right now.
Yeah,
Straight up.
La Joda.
That song. Check out that song on all platforms. It's
Yeah,
fire.
La Joda. Check it out if you can, bro. It's a dope song. Macoña just dropped
Yep. Another dope song.
another song.
Only 2 weeks we worked on that, and not entirely, you know.
Yeah,
Because it was a special song for Auto Show.
Otto. One time
Bar
for
Nancy.
Otto Von Chirac, Bar Nancy for giving us the opportunity.
Bermuda
to-
Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle, letting us come together and share that light. Yeah, man, that was a dope night
Yeah.
doing
was
that
great.
show. Like,
I was like, dang, this place is packed. Okay.
yeah, it was a little
kill it.
intimidating to be honest with you, bro.
A little
because,
bit. A little bit, yeah.
because I did not expect that much people to be there like that.
Same.
But I mean, it is Otto, so like I don't know why I didn't expect it. Maybe I expected them to like linger around and stuff like that and
Yeah.
wait till Otto came on. So maybe that was
Same.
like what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? And when we came on stage and like the entire bar like filled up, I was like, sheesh, bro.
Dang,
like,
yeah.
okay, whatever, bro. Like, let's try to turn this place up right now.
When I saw those people, I was like, nah, man, we need somebody else to introduce us, and then we're going to play Macoña, and they're going to hear the horn. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, it really was. That Macoña horn at the beginning, bro, that just wakes you up like, oh, what's happening now right here?
Yeah. That cuts into your, like, into your reptilian brain,
Yeah.
because it's like a, whoa. So you're like,
It makes you like turn.
trouble? Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was fun. And like putting on that
It
show
really was.
and seeing people engaging with us, that was also extremely fun. You know, like
Honestly, yeah. It was
like
great.
having people throw their hands up in the air and like we have a song coming out called The Forest. That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about. That's what we were talking about earlier, which is coming out in December, right?
In December, sometime in December.
Sometime in
probably.
December, The Forest is coming out. And The Forest, the theme of The Forest, it's a party climate change song.
Yep.
So basically it's a party song, but it's a climate change song. I guess it's a party climate change song. I mean, it's the first one of its kind.
It's a
I would
party
think.
song about climate change, straight up, yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody has ever done and it's Spanglish too.
Yeah, and it's like kind of
Is
hard
it
style.
Spanglish or is it all Spanish? It's like hard stylish. I don't even know what it is.
But it
It's
doesn't
just
sound hard style. It's just as fast as hard style.
it's
So,
just
like-
fun. So like we're actually when we were playing the show, like we had taken a break before the song of the La Joda had ended. That was
Yeah.
between La Joda and the next song was The Forest. Because I think we ended up with Amazon Party, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up with
We
Amazon.
ended
Party.
up so like we go and we take the break after the La Joda and I'm there talking shit. I'm like, yo, with Oro Fresco. I'm like, yo, it's my boy's birthday. Jesus, because it was your
It was
birthday
my
that
birthday,
night.
yeah.
Damn,
It was
that's
after
true.
midnight, so it was my birthday.
It was
Technically.
it was your birthday technically.
great.
So like I was like, oh whatever, and then I'm like, oh, our next song, you guys are gonna love it. it's a song about climate change, and some guy in the back of the bar goes, oh man, that was
Oh,
exactly
man.
like.
That's what we wanted this whole
That's
time.
exactly, bro. Like I'm like, yo, you gave us what we wanted, guy.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you so much. Like,
Want someone to be like, what do you mean?
what do you mean climate change? But it's a party song,
But
bro.
it's hype.
It's hype. So I hope you guys, when you guys hear it, you guys are gonna really enjoy it for sure, 100%.
I think we finished it with that song actually. Amazon Party came right before.
Amazon Party came before.
Yeah. I think so because even though Amazon Party like hype, amazing. The Forest just had that like quirky like what, and we
Yo,
want to
you
leave
know-
you guys with that. We
it's-
want to leave people with that.
It's been crazy that all our songs, like first of all, we name them all in English, but they're almost all Spanish songs.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't tell me that shit. No way. Cafecito is Spanish.
All right, cafecito.
Oh,
La
pilas
Joda.
too. All of them.
Oh yeah,
All of them.
that's true. That's
Maconha's
true.
in Portuguese, dog.
Maconha is Portuguese. Okay, yeah. So okay,
No, we're there. We're there. We're
yeah.
there.
Because then we got the Forest and we got Amazon Party,
And gratitude.
Gratitude,
No, but then we have Culebra, which like
Culebra, also Spanish.
you didn't hear that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
for
yeah,
later.
yeah. I mean, yeah, no. So our it's been, I mean, it's so weird for me to think that I'm making music in Spanish, dog.
You're telling me.
You see?
I mean, I did do it, but I was making like a punk rock in Venezuela, man. Like completely different.
Yeah, bro, but if you would have told me I'm gonna be writing Spanish lyrics and making songs in Spanish, like
you're right.
I would have been like, yeah, right. I'm not doing that, dog. Like, cause the thing is that like
Hilarious.
Spanish, I speak Spanish, but it's not my strong suit, right? It's
I
not
get
like
you. It's actually my strong suit, but I don't do vocals, so
yeah, yeah, exactly. So
that's
it's
so
like,
weird, bro.
it-
Would you even check with me? Remember when we were doing
Yeah.
Amazon Party and you
Yeah.
were like, bro, sloth is perezoso in Spanish? I'm like, yeah, man. It's like, but that's lazy. And I'm like, yeah, it's the same word.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
that shit blew my mind. Perezoso. Perezoso really is a sloth.
We insulted him. We're just like, bro, that guy's a fucking lazy
You literally,
ass.
exactly. That guy's so lazy. He's a
That's what it is.
perezoso.
He's just lazy. He's a
a
lazy animal.
perezoso for real. I thought perezoso was just like lazy, bro. Bro, that shit blew my mind, 100%, dog. I hope we put some people on game with Amazon Party on that, dog, because people don't know that, dog.
Yeah, man, they'll be like, damn, I learned something new. Did you know that perezoso is...
Perezoso
Sloth.
is you, but it's also sloth.
that would be a great meme right there.
Facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like it's crazy how we're putting music together in Spanish. It's all
unexpected, bro. All
it's
of
so unexpected, but you know what? It's so fun
It
because
works.
I feel like you know why I like it so much because I feel it's challenging.
Oh, yeah. And then not only that, it comes out simple in the end. Like the music is still like
the guiding principle,
Yeah.
the beat and our like
And we don't think about it too much. We're just
Yeah.
like, okay, like we never do too much to it. If anything, maybe we had to add one thing or two, but most of the time it's just about the vibe.
Yeah,
if the
we're
vibe is
just-
set.
exactly. We're just setting up that party vibe. Like, yo, somebody go get a 6-pack, put on some Oro Fresco. We're gonna, throw it in the playlist. All of that. Like, it's the vibe that we're trying to set. I mean, we have
Definitely.
different spins in different parts of the world. It's nuts to me. Like, we have people in Barcelona, man, and Mexico.
Oof, that's where we're at. We're trying to do that.
Bro, we got subscribers in Barcelona and we got subscribers in Mexico. That's bro, it's so crazy.
That's
to me
crazy, man.
To think that somebody in Barcelona is like, yo, I like that music, and I'm subscribing to that. Not only like it's crazy, it music in itself has been so democratized now
Yeah.
with the advent of like Spotify and all this distribution. Like, it's very easy for us to put out music, right? So what's gonna differentiate us from other people is just like the vibe we're sending out.
Yeah,
Like, people
I mean
want,
that's all we can do because we even if our samples, even if we made our own samples, bro, somebody has done that already.
exactly.
Like even if we were like, no, we're gonna be different because we're gonna record our own drums. Somebody's done that already. Like,
Facts.
all that shit has been done already. It's about the vibe. Like, what can you do with these things? How can you arrange them in a way that it's like, damn, fresh.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah. It's crazy too how like we try to touch different markets because like the latest song that we dropped, Maconha, is a Portuguese word like you mentioned earlier, and it's it's so a little backstory on Maconha. The word is Portuguese, but in the song we mentioned lyrics about Buenos Aires,
Yeah.
and while I'm singing the song and I'm like telling you, okay, I'm gonna say this part, da 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 da. What you say to me? You're like, yo, why you mentioning Buenos Aires or something like that?
If it's like a Portuguese song,
It's
yeah.
a Portuguese like style and Portuguese word.
Yeah.
And I was like, because like I'm thinking the tip. You know why I thought Buenos Aires? Because I was thinking like the end of the earth type of
De Miami a Buenos Aires, of course.
Exactly. So from Miami to Buenos Aires, like you're going from Miami all like everywhere, all the way down to the bottom of Latin America.
Yeah.
Right. So like we're covering all Latin America.
No,
That's
and it
why
rhymes.
I said it.
Tierra de Fuego would be the
end, yeah.
The end. But it doesn't rhyme with
Doesn't
like
go with
en el aire, bro.
En el
So
aire,
fuck it.
so Buenos Aires closest. Dog.
That's it. That's what we wanted.
So
I was like, I don't know. And then I told one of my best friends who's from Argentina. I told him that happened, and he's like, traitor. And I'm like, nah, come on, bro.
I didn't know that the Argentinians and Brazilians have beef like that.
If they're next to each other, like geographically, sometimes it's
beefing.
That's enough. Yeah, they're beefing. That's it.
I did not know that there's like Latin beef out there like that between Argentina and Buenos Aires and
it's
and
just
Brazil.
like
rivalry beef.
Yeah.
So like I mean,
Argentina and Brazil, bruh. Like I'm sure that people watching this are like,
yeah, right.
Of course there is.
Beef,
but whatever, man.
I
Like
didn't know.
everybody's here in Miami, bro. Like both Argentinians and Brazilians are here in Miami. Whatever.
Yeah. It's so crazy how like we make music that's been completely influenced by our upbringing here in South Florida and Miami, but people from Miami are not. I feel like they're not in tune with the music we're making. Like I feel like
it could happen. It just has to be more out there, because there's a lot of people that I see out there that.
How do you feel about people's musical taste here in South Florida?
Well, it's a mix between what's available, like out there. I've been saying out there like 5 times already. And the difference between that and what they want to listen to. But it also depends on how committed they are to like either looking for a certain vibe or whatever, or just like, I just want to listen to something fun and unwind after work, which like totally understandable. Like, why wouldn't you, you know?
All right. So this is a real question. Is going through somebody's Spotify like sacred?
Sacred. Like private?
Yeah. Is that private thing? To you,
I mean,
what do you
first
think?
of all, I don't think so because like everybody's all about that Spotify Unwrapped and they all post that shit. So nah.
Okay, because the other day I went, because I have a lot of friends, right? And so I'm hanging out with one of my group of friends that I met through my wife and all her friends, and we're hanging out at their crib, and musically, that group of friends I know are like complete top 40 listeners, right?
Okay.
Like
like the people in the Halloween party.
like the exactly like
Play
the
Bad Bunny.
people-
Play Bad Bunny.
Play Bad Bunny. Play Bad Bunny. Play Bad Bunny. So I know that they're completely top 40.
We get it. He's good. Okay. We don't need to play him all the time. It's the same with Drake.
Play Bad Bunny. Play Bad. Anyway, so I go to get one of my friends because I was just estaba harto, dog, of listening to freaking Bad Bunny and the same crap the whole night. So I go, bro. I take her phone because her phone was connected to the speakers. And I'm like, yo, let me go through your Spotify. And she was like, no, you can't go through my Spotify.
Damn.
I was like, why not? She's like, because that's private. I'm like, what you mean?
Darwin, this is the first time I ever hear
You
about
never heard
this.
that? And that's what I was
man.
saying. I thought that was.
Okay. But wait. Do you have her on Instagram?
Yeah, I have her on Instagram.
If she posts her Spotify Unwrapped,
I don't know if she
it's all about the hype.
On Raft. I'm not sure.
She
about
might.
That.
I mean, like, bro, like, it's too cool to not put it out. Trust me.
But then I go through her phone and I'm like, I started ragging on her the whole night.
No,
I called
no
her Casey
wonder.
Kasem. You remember Casey Kasem? Casey Kasem was this radio host that was like, he had a top 40 like back in the day before Spotify, before anything, when radio was a king. He was the king of radio. He had like the top 40 songs in the country. It was through Casey's Kasem. So I started calling her Casey Kasem because everything was top 40. Every playlist she subscribed to was a top 40 playlist. And I was going through like playlists, and various playlists had the same like 3 or 4 songs.
Of course they did.
And I'm just
I mean,
like,
look, nothing against it, but like,
I'm like, bro, you have the fingertip. You have like music from all over the world at your fingertips through Spotify.
It can be
because she
anything.
pays for the premium. I know that for a fact.
I mean, I play for.
Like a lot of people pay for the premium.
Yeah.
You have everybody's music at your disposal. Like you could go diving and go find a song that you might like. That's not Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying?
It could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen. I promise you. There's a lot of probability. A lot.
There's a lot of probability.
A lot.
But then I think, bro, I don't know what stops them. What do you think is something because that's something that I talk to my friends a lot, and they're like, bro, I don't got time for that. But they'll be on TikTok for 5 hours scrolling their whole life away. So like,
it's okay.
Priorities. They don't care about music, or
I have a good answer for that. I think it's like, I feel that like the fear of wasting your time listening to something that you're not gonna like, and running into like unknown waters is a lot more like, not painful, but like mentally like taxing than just scrolling through TikTok. You don't have to do anything. Like you just scroll away if you don't like something. But with a song you don't like, you're like, oh, I can't believe I like even played that shit, which sucks. But like a lot of the times that happens, like they're just like, oh, like I don't want to sit here and like select something that I might not like when I can just with one fingertip
go to exactly
what I want. Yeah.
Or what somebody else has told me to like.
Yeah. Or not even told you, like that somebody else suggested, and you're like, yep, it sounds exactly like what I would like, so let's go. And that goes with a lot of genres, but I feel like because it's so commercially available, like some people, and Shazam is right there. So like if a lot of places play top 40 and you're like, that song is fire, and you have Shazam, but bam. Not trying to get sponsorship from Shazam. Unless you really want to. But like
Shazam,
but bam, you know? And then like, oh yeah, of course, Karol G, whatever. Or like Bad Bunny, or what's the other guy? Man, I forget. Okay, like whoever of those guys. They're all out there. It's fine. So because of their top 40, the people that run these companies, they have these playlists, play these songs, right? Other people Shazam them, and they're like, this song is good. And it's playing out there, so it must be good.
So it's like an echo chamber thing.
And then they put that in their car, picking up their friend, and it's like, I like that song, Shazam. And then like they have it on their playlist.
Back and forth.
And then Spotify is like, they probably like this playlist, top 40. And they're like, I do like this playlist. It has that song that I saw, and I saw the songs like it. And then top 40 to 40 to 40 to 40. And they're like, yeah, all of these playlists have all the songs that I like. This is so convenient.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
It's just so convenient. Like you barely have to do anything, and you really feel like you're finding gems by like just going to different places. But these like playlists have been thought out for you to like them because they want people to get into your business.
They already did like an algorithm for you. Yeah,
so it's like a current of like information that keeps like being regurgitated over and over again. Thankfully, like, it's not always like that. Like, you hear some songs like from Fiona Apple and Adele and Taylor Swift and
I mean, what do you mean, bro? Taylor Swift is super top 40.
Exactly, but that's what I mean. Like, it's different from like a lot of the tropical neo reggaeton or whatever that you hear.
Here in Miami, locally.
Yeah, I mean, and even then, my man, I went to Cincinnati and like this coworker of mine like was like, "Oh my God, we're here in Cincinnati and they're playing Bad Bunny," and I'm like,
For sure. Bad Bunny get played everywhere.
of course, at a very trendy like it had different like um, painting interpretations of like famous people, just like Andy Warhol,
Yeah.
like one of these, and like very just like a trendy place that sells like Mexican food or
Yeah.
like Mexican inspired,
Yeah.
and they play top 40, including Bad Bunny. Do you get me?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's definitely harder. It's crazy because it's been easier for people to get access to music, but harder for them to actually use those like avenues and find new music. You know, like back in the day.
It takes more taps, man. I
And
think
you
that's
know,
all.
back in the day it was tougher. Back in the day, you had to like buy a
Oh,
CD
man.
and go and go
But-
through like 12 shitty songs to see if you liked one song. And you
Yes.
spent already $12 and you can't get it back, or
No.
$13 or whatever.
It's true, but like there was a lot less things to do back then. So like
I guess, yeah.
and
The
it paid off to have that. Like back then, it was like everybody wanted to be like somewhat of a music connoisseur because
Yeah.
like straight up that was the way to like get around and like get hookups and stuff like that. Like in all kinds, both information and like relationship wise.
Yeah.
It would be like, damn, like like you really know your music. All your shit is fire. Nobody has heard it.
Yeah.
It's like you have these secret like vinyls, like we're talking about the 70s, 80s. It's like you have these secret vinyls that nobody knows about. It's like, yeah, girl, like you're only gonna hear like this in my hi-fi system. Like nobody has the vinyls that I have, and you like have them like
Yeah, it'd be like a point of pride.
yeah, and you have them like in the floorboards and shit. Like they're
Yeah.
really special ones.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But it's not like that anymore, bro. You can, I mean, like it is, but it isn't. You get me?
Yeah, no. Now it's very easy for you to get access to music, man.
Exactly. And you're not gonna have people being like, damn, like I'm such a like it's not like you're gonna see Bad Bunny vinyls being played. No, like it's about the availability of it.
Yeah.
Later on you can go like if you're a different kind of artist, like for example, Taylor Swift, Little Dragon, Adele, etc., they have vinyls.
Yeah.
And they're like special edition and stuff like that, and they go more for like the hardcore fans, which Bad Bunny also has, but he has more of the commercial spotlight. So like he has that, and he has like diehard fans.
Yeah.
But I feel like these other people have diehard fans, like more diehard fans than he does in that sense.
Yeah.
But not by much. Like he still has like a lot of
I mean,
diehard fans,
you
and
know-
it's commercial, bro.
The thing about Bad Bunny and like Latin music now, where it's at, like, and we're like interchanging Bad Bunny with actually Latin music where it's at right now, because that's where Latin music's at.
Straight up.
What he's been able to do is really open doors in a lot of other places where Latin music in general wouldn't even get in a play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it opens the door to other types of Latin music to come in. And I feel like reggaetoneros in general have been like kind of getting the whole, yeah, like reggaeton is a little much right now. Like it's had its
They're doing
it's
their
had
own
its
thing.
bull. They know it's had its bull run, and that right now it's kind of like going to an ebb and flow, because I've seen a lot of reggaetoneros now switch up to like doing other things, to doing a lot more dembow, to doing like electronic music, and
Because
and
then
what-
people are gonna be like, damn, but I've heard that song, and that's my point, straight up.
yeah.
Like at some point, it's gotta give, and people had to be like, okay, we have different expectations, because there's no way that everybody likes things exactly the way that they are. Like that happened a little bit with trap too.
Yeah, it went through trap as well.
Yeah,
So
which
the-
is funny that like, isn't that crazy that I thought that we weren't gonna get out of that? Like,
I mean,
and all of a sudden we weren't. Like all of a sudden it wasn't there anymore. It's even around the same time that Exorcist Tentacion died.
yeah,
That like there was a shift in hip hop.
yeah, and like now that New York drill is like really pushing the trap scene itself, because it's like trap, but like way more aggressive and at
Yeah.
a different BPM. You know, it's not. I mean, real pure trappists will be like, "That's not trap. It's not the same BPM. This and that, da da da." But it's like it's
Right.
kind of the same elements, just way more aggressive and faster. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's true. But even though like honestly, I feel like it's more mixed the top songs on hip hop are more mixed right now than they
Yeah.
were before.
100%.
Because especially when Kendrick Lamar dropped his latest album,
Yes.
it was like, oh man, this is like a completely different vibe from what people are listening to right now. Like it's even more like it goes hard, but it doesn't have that like grit
Yeah.
that a lot of like drill music has, and people were still like, yeah, play that shit again.
Yeah.
So it became like a whoa. People aren't just all about like hi hats and bass at the moment,
Yeah.
and like distortion. Like it's like it kind of went away for a little bit, and like the people that were part of that part of that movement and part of that phase either moved on, like 21 Savage and they necessarily didn't move on, but they just had they have different influences now. And 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert, they're still doing their thing, but their sound kind of evolved, you know?
It's evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other people that were doing that stuff that are not doing stuff anymore, a lot of like people that will say SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
You don't hear about them anymore, you know, like especially what was this guy's name that he worked with, yeah. At a certain point. That was from here.
Yeah. This Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lil Pump did fall off from, I mean.
Which
was
like maybe it's better for his health, whatever. Like, do what you gotta do.
Know what
But-
happened to him, but like, yeah, it's that happened in hip hop, and like Spanish music was going through with reggaeton, but now like Latin
Now they're
music
taking
is,
over, bro. It's like a wave.
Yeah, now Latin music is taking over, and
But a very specific way of Latin music is what's taking over, which
Yeah.
is what we're trying to like.
but we want to ride that crest, but be in a different avenue.
Exactly.
It's like it's a big wave. Everybody's
Yeah.
like trying to get in one section of the wave, like if it's a line. And we're like, no, there's this wave, like because of artists like a Bad Bunny and things like that, and Daddy Yankee, who did pave the way with Spanish music like that nationwide. But also, don't forget, like Spanish music also has been getting a lot of play from salsa. You know,
Yo,
and
since
that shit
since
playing
Manicero, bro. Since
all the way
then.
in Asia, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like there's been other influences that have been bringing Latin music worldwide, but currently it's like reggaeton has been the one that's been pushing the wave. But since that's even like starting to like die down a bit, like other types are now flooding in and saying, and then people are like, oh man, I like this, I like that, which is where we're trying to fall in there. You know, we're trying to fall in that lane. Like, yo, if you want to have a nice Latin Spanish party, like listen to some Oro Fresco type shit.
Yeah, and it's like just like different fresh music, because like you just don't even in the playlist that we've seen that they put us on,
Yeah, it's wild.
we're still
Everything-
different.
Yeah.
Like even though like yeah, it's kind of gets close, but we're still different from all the other songs that are there. Somewhat like
Yeah.
it's just a different feel.
But I like the playlist that they put in this song.
Oh yeah,
You know,
it's good stuff.
each song of the EP right now has like 2,500 spins, and this is our first EP.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all, dude. For
Yeah,
a
man.
month,
Yeah,
come on, bro.
and it took us a bit to like do the learning curve of like chemistry and everything, or what we wanted to really like put out there, and all of a sudden the song started getting made like quick.
Like getting
We even have
made.
stuff. We even have stuff like half of the stuff that we have. Doesn't have vocals, and like 4 times of the stuff that we have isn't out.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
we have a lot of
100%.
stuff that isn't out.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we're cooking up.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for us to put together like songs, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's easy. Like we get in there and we're like,
The trial was like about 3-4 months.
yeah,
When we were like, all right, let's see what we're doing, and then all of a sudden it was like, I agree with that, I agree with that, I agree with that. Fire, let's go play.
yes,
Because we're more on like, damn, it sounds good. It has a tropical vibe, but it's a mix of things that on paper they sound like people have heard before, but when you play the song, they have never heard before. So it has all the elements of, I like this, but it's new.
yeah. It's like basically like if we've been taking all the ingredients in an enchilada and we remix it and make something else that's not an enchilada but has all of the ingredients of an enchilada.
Yeah, and it's
And
like,
people
damn,
are
I
like, damn,
recognize
what
it,
is
but
this?
it's still new.
Yes, exactly. I recognize it, but it's not what I've eaten before. What is this?
Yeah.
And that's been like a lot of the reception. People are like, man, I like that. I like that. I like that when we play out live. We've already played live twice, bro. That's
Yeah.
wild.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy that we
Yeah.
opened up for Otto and we played at the Citadel. And I
That was
mean,
some good
hopefully, you
stuff.
know, we get some more. If you guys need anybody to book any shows, holler at your boy, man. We're down to
Yeah.
do some shows in South Florida.
We'll start your
Um,
party. We'll end your party.
We'll start that
with a
party
bang.
up. We're gonna
Préndelo.
for sure, bro. We're gonna do like 45 minutes. We're gonna do your weddings, bro.
Yo, for real. I mean, like, if they say, like, oh, like, play La Conga, we'll play La Conga and we'll MC that shit. We won't have, like, we'll do it over the track, I
We'll
guess.
do it over the track.
But, like, we'll play our own stuff.
No, but playing out live for real, it's fun, man. It's
the best.
it's been a fun experience. Like
People react really well to it. We like
Yeah.
the fact that the song is doing its thing, and before
that's surprising, bro.
before you start like spinning anything, like they're already like dancing, and we're like, yes, that's exactly what we want. Bro.
That's the surprise. I was not expecting people to react so like live to it. I thought they were gonna be more skeptical, like, what is this? No,
Yeah,
but-
like you're
Like,
trying to do something.
Yeah.
Which is like that's my worst nightmare. People being
Yeah.
like, "Are you posing?" Like I'm
Yeah,
not
like-
posing, bro. I'm
Exactly.
doing it.
Exactly, bro. It's like,
Ugh.
but in like the reaction's been like, yo, I like this. This is fire. I'm
Yeah.
gonna dance. Get up.
Especially with
wild.
like cafecito. People hear cafecito, they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, man. Yo, one time shout out DJ Lanebot.
Yeah.
Strange Bass Music, Strange Bass MIA. Shout out Mass Savvy.
For real.
Shout out Light Spree. He did a remix of ours.
Hell yeah. DJ Dancelon too, all the way in Memphis.
DJ Dance Alone from Memphis.
He did that shit.
I mean, bro, a lot of people who have been like supporting us and shout out Nasty, shout out
Yeah.
Otto,
The best.
Otto, who has really supported us a lot. It's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. I feel like we're gonna have a lot more dope stuff coming out as a duo. We have videos in the works.
Yeah.
Soon we should have a video out.
And merch. Watch out for that.
Merch.
Merch is happening.
We're doing this thing with our merch where we're thrifting all of our pieces,
Yeah.
and every piece is gonna be unique because it's uniquely thrifted, and we are remixing it. We're remixing every shirt, so it's something that we're really putting our love and time into it. And
Definitely.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I particularly, you guys, if you listen to the Keola podcast, you know that I'm always railing against climate change. So like when we started talking about doing merch, I was like, yo, I don't want to do that fast fashion like print one time and throw out type t-shirts. Like I want something that is somehow we could reclaim that process. And we thought about it and we're like, yo, we could thrift the shirts.
Yeah.
And
it makes it like this is a line that's never never gonna come out ever again. We're
yeah,
not
I
gonna
mean,
find
each
that
one is
shirt
an
ever again.
individual piece.
Yeah.
Each one is an individual because we're not gonna, unless we find a whole slot of like dead stock, which actually I wouldn't mind finding. That would be dope, We
I'll
could
tell
do it.
you, like, hey, like this is not an original piece, but like it looks good.
This
It'll
is
probably
an
be
original
cheaper
piece.
even. Like it'll be great. Yeah.
That'd
It's
be
a run.
great. If everybody know any dead stock, I'll let your boy. But like,
real.
yeah, like we've been looking for like just different things and being creative with the merch that we want to put out there. Because it's also a representation of us. Like if you ever rock a Oro Fresco shirt or a Pila shirt or anything, you're representing Oro Fresco, and what Oro Fresco is all about is
appreciate
like
you.
joy and love and prosperity and
Having a good time.
having a good time and thrifting is in line with that. So
Yeah.
I recommend everybody go out and thrift if you can. So yeah, bro, music's dropping. If you guys want to listen, if you guys want to reach out to us, you could reach out to us at Oro Fresco Music on IG. What's your handle, bro?
I'm Golden Flora Music on Instagram. The Golden Flora on Twitter, which like Twitter is a shit show right now. So
Yeah, I don't really be on Twitter too much. I just be like,
I wasn't on it anyway, but now that I hear about it, I'm like, damn, good thing I'm just reposting from Instagram. Like it's super chill.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But anyway,
Anyway.
I'm also on Twitch. I gotta put some more videos out there actually. There's also Aurora MIA. You can follow us on Instagram. I'm gonna have the
Aurora
TikTok soon.
MIA.
Yeah, Electropulse is coming on the 22nd. We're gonna have the Forest coming out in December.
Woo! The
Fire.
forest. That's gonna be lighting up the forest, bro. When you hear that, you're gonna
Hell
be like,
yeah.
"Ahí viene el agua, agua."
It's gonna be hot. And you're gonna
gonna
hear that on the TikTok too. Oro Fresco music.
Oro
on TikTok,
Fresco
right?
music Oro Fresco on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
On TikTok, Oro Fresco. On IG, Oro Fresco music. And yeah, man, reach out to us. I also I started a Discord.
Oh well.
I haven't shared it with you because I haven't done anything with it.
Okay, but as soon as we have it out there,
As soon as we have it out there, check out our Discord. It'll probably be Oro Fresco as
and
well.
we want to hear all the good Latin underground music.
Yeah,
all that-
100%. Send us stuff that is not getting any play on the radio, but
should be.
but should be, and that you really enjoy.
Like if it's in Spanish, like maybe it's in English too, but if it has that like
Spanglish, whatever.
Spanish, English, whatever,
Yeah.
Spanglish too, as long as like like there's something that should be out there, it's never been heard before, but it has that Latin vibe.
Shout
Send it.
out, bro.
We're gonna shout it out ourselves.
100%.
Put it on our own playlist. Try to spread the love as much as we can.
Yeah, man. Follow our playlist as well, man. I be putting out the playlists out there. I think right now it's called Fiesta Latin Alt Latina. Fiesta Alt Latina.
Something like that, man.
Something like that. You'll see it right here. Fiesta Alt Latino or something like that. Right there. But yeah, bro. Thank you everybody for listening to the Que Hola podcast. This was a special episode where I haphazardly interviewed myself alongside with my music DJ duo Oro Fresco member Golden Flora, Mr. Golden Flora, and myself, and we're just expressing ourselves musically. I hope you guys enjoy everything that we put out, and expect a lot more things to come. And until the next time, hasta la próxima. Cógelo con tequerisi. You know what I always say. If you like it, share it with your friends. If you hate it, share it with your enemies. But just share this motherfucker. Peace.
My coñado now.
Thank you for listening to the Que Hola podcast. This has been a production of Fresher Fresh Media. It's your boy D. Holla at your boy when you see me in the street.
Peace.